Okay, day 9 of the 30-day table topics challenge. And first question is, if it all came back around to you, would it help you or hurt you? Well, hello fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. If it all came back around to you, would it help you or hurt you? I'm not totally clear on the question, to be honest. I think it means if how you've lived your life up to this point. Some people may call it karma. I don't subscribe to that, but some people call it that. Would it be a good thing or would it be a bad thing? Well, in my particular instance, I like to think that it would be a good thing. It would be okay. It would help me. I try to live by the golden rule of treat others the way that I would want to be treated. I know that was modeled for me by my parents and my dad, who was an entrepreneur, and he always said that he wanted for his employees the same thing that he would want for himself if he was in their shoes. And in fact, I learned after his passing, one of his longtime employees, a longtime family friend, said that my dad had switched healthcare insurance for the employees 4 times in 2 years because he was looking to find them the best possible deal, the best possible coverage for them. And again, that's what was modeled for me, and that's how I try to live my life. Mr. Toastmaster, minute 34. How will today matter in 5 years from now? Well, hello, fellow Toastmasters. How will today matter 5 years from now? Honestly, today, I don't know if today itself will matter in 5 years. I think what matters, or what has an impact on our future, is how we do things over a period of time. So it's been described as, it's not the result, but it's the process. And I know that a lot of times myself, I need to work on not focusing on the result. You know, for instance, I'm working on some health stuff right now. I'm going through doing a particular health challenge called 75 Hard. And I look at it each day, it's like, oh, am I progressing? Am I progressing? And really the challenge isn't so much about that daily result as it is the process, the change that happens over 75 days. So will one day, just even in the 75 days, stand out? Not necessarily, but when they're all strung together into one challenge, one 75-day block, that block itself will make a difference in 5 years. That's my belief. Mr. Toastmaster, minute 28. Here we go. All right. Now the question is, what have you done that you are not proud of? Oops, hang on, let me reset this. Hold on. That was the other time we're timing out. Okay. What have you done that you're not proud of? Well, hello, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. And who of us likes to look back and revisit things that we're not proud of? It's the same thing of when there's been table topic questions in the past about what is your most embarrassing moment? You know, it's kind of along those same lines, isn't it? It's something that we don't really like to look back on, but in a way, some of those experiences can shape us. It's how we grow. We make mistakes. We make poor choices. And if we're wise, we'll learn from those mistakes. And some of those mistakes, while they are undesirable and the consequences are undesirable, they can lead to real change. You know, I think for myself, when I've had conflict in a significant relationship in my life, and there's been real friction, things have been ugly and things have been hard. But then looking back on it, at how I behaved or the choices I made or even the things I said, I realized where I was wrong. And in that process then, wanting to be different, wanting to change, it's led to some really good and positive things. That's what I have for you tonight. Madam Toastmaster. All right, 133. Okay, last one. Is, what is your biggest regret? Okay, let's reset this. Well, hello, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. You know, I was blessed to grow up in a home with two parents, a mom and a dad and sisters, and it was a very stable family life. And that's what was modeled for me. And I always envisioned that when I got married, that's what I would have. That's what my life would be like. That's what I knew. Well, unfortunately, I got married in 96, and then separated in 2008, and the divorce became final in 2012. Now, at that time, by 2008, we had had 3 kids together, and they went to live with their mom. And one of my biggest regrets is that my kids didn't grow up under the same roof with their mom and their dad together, modeling that for them. And that, for me, is one of the biggest heartaches that I carry with me, and I think I'll always carry with me. So there you have it. That's about as transparent as I can be right now. Mr. Toastmaster, minute 21.